y'all doing? This is MKD SMARTVIEW. Now, right on screen, what you can see here is what I call the ultimate formation of statistics for 4-9JA. This is the ideal formation. In fact, this formation, whenever you see it, the only thing you should not do is to rush in to start staking. But once you go in at a good time, forget about it, you get yourself a good gameplay. That's the reality. And also, it's a lagging signal. That means the gameplay, you are the earliest phase of the gameplay. That is why, as I stated, you have to look for a good entry and you will find yourself having a good gameplay. The last time I did a video using this same setup was the day 18 of the NKD SMARTVIEW 100 days upload. That was the last time I did a video using this system, and today you will see the same thing. So, as I stated, last time I used this system was day 18 of the NKD SMARTVIEW 4-9JA uploads, and this will be day 22nd. I'll be redoing using the same system, and as I stated, this is the ideal gameplay and ideal formation on 4-9JA to play 4-9JA with statistics. Now, already I've explained it on my signals group here. As I stated, play what? Blue 2+. So this is ETS. Play blue 2+ from ID 343. I linked that the 18 of the video there, gave what? The reason why. So I just like this is the ideal gameplay, and what? This is the statistics setup for this gameplay, and I've made what? Confirmation. So with the setup, with the confirmation, you will see how blue is going to what? Decorate the entire screen in what? Some few minutes. So the signal here is what? 2+ blue from ID 343. Let's get over now to 4-9JA. So from ID 343, we entered in. As I stated, this is a lagging signal, so you might be entering too early. But the peak of this gameplay, you will see that blue is going to decorate the entire screen. I believe the last time that I did this using this particular formation, that was the day 18 of what? The uploads posted a few days back. The peak of the season, I saw the color red win 9/10 or 10/10 times. That was 2+. Red gave 9/10 or 10/10. You can go back and watch the video. So we started this at ID 343, and 343 has actually passed. Let me take this screenshot. So we are getting ourselves into the peak of the season, and this is the statistics setup here. Though it's been few minutes, there have been some changes, but this is what the setup entails. Those who are on mentorship actually understand this, and I took out my time to explain this to some clients this morning. So I took out my time to explain this to some clients this morning, and you understand this. But in few minutes time, as this gameplay continues, you will see what I'm talking about. So it's a lagging signal. You start up, the gameplay won't be that smooth, but with time you see blue will decorate the entire of the screen. That is just how what this system works. So let's get on now. You have the statistics set up on 24 hours. You have that of what? 100 draws. Confirmation is coming in, flip is coming in, confluence from the color draw, and you should have what? A good gameplay on the color what? Blue. It's just that simple. So it's just that simple. We'll be on the gameplay. When it's time, I will be going over to my signal group to update them to end the gameplay. But this is much more like the earlier phase of this gameplay, number one. And number two, we have room for a double flip. Now, looking at this now, this is the color blue, we're on 2+, double flip, this is on flipped. So we're talking about as much as 30 something on the statistics. So we're talking about a good amount of time. This is not going to be flipped, so we're not even going to register this. We're not talking about what? The color draw. We're talking about the color green and also what? The color red at this stage. So we have what? 2 draws gone from the color blue. No need to panic. Most definitely, we are in a phase of what? Of a flip between the color what? Green and the color blue. So it's a normal thing. As I always state, during periods of flipping, you want to be out of the market. Mostly if the color that you are what? Staking on is not part of the one flipping, but the color we're staking on is part of the one flipping now. So there's what? Much more of a higher chance that what? We are getting this done. So it's quite simple. So let's get on to this now. There's continuity on our gameplay. The color red is on 34 now. It has actually dropped. It was on 36 some few minutes back. Blue has actually had what? A little bit of dominance here. So we continue right now on our gameplay. So we have ourselves now a stretch of 3 times color blue. So as I stated, we are on a lagging signal. 1 2 3 times out. The color blue, yeah, we have red now, so solidified there. We have green, we have what? The color blue. We are the earlier phase of this gameplay, so it's quite a normal thing you get so much fails here. Though we have not gotten into over momentum, we kind of did though, but not fully over momentum. So at the given stage, this is actually going to have to, yes, it's actually going to have to reset, and we see blue dominate. So we had a little bit of momentum, but as I stated, over momentum only comes for a short period, it dies out, and what? We have ourselves a decent gameplay. So let's watch out for this now as we continue. So we have ourselves a draw, 3 blue to 3 red. We could call this a close call, but one major thing about this is if you get yourself in a situation whereby you get closed out due to the impact of what? Of entering too early. If you get yourself closed out, make sure to go into that game once again to recover, because one major thing is the fact that in the next few minutes you will see what I'm talking about. The only downside of this system is what? Getting in at the right time. So you can actually see this now. Look at this particular formation here. We had red, the color blue give us 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 times in a row. I've explained this to my clients. This is what we call what? A phase of over momentum. Looking at the 24 hours, you will see much more. And looking at the 100 draws, you get much more information there. But on the long run, this color blue, once it's at its peak era, you will see 9 or 10 over 10. That is the reality. So you look at the phase here whereby the color blue failed 3 times in a row. 2 reasons. Number one, appearance of this over momentum here slows down a color at a given stage. Most of the time, it's up to 5 times in a row. The highest that a color has actually gone as a winning color in streak is the color green, 13 times. So this is what I'm talking about here, all-time statistics. So color green 13 times and others 11 right here, as you can see. So looking at this now, we had what? Blue appear 4 times in a row, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus. We now went into a cold period immediately. Now what will happen in the next few minutes? As I stated, the best option right now is what? The color blue. That's just it. There's nothing apart from the color blue. Follow up with the color blue, and as I stated, we also have what? The point of confluence of draw. So this is a lagging signal. You can actually expect at the earlier stage, blue will be wobbling, it will appear, it will fall back, it will appear. But in the next few minutes, you see yourself that what? All over the screen, the color blue is going to what? Decorate it. So that is it. The color blue is actually going to decorate the entire screen. So let's get on to this now. We have ourselves what? The earlier phase of the gameplay. We had a stretch of 3 times. Blue did not give us 2 plus. Went in after a phase of over momentum. Now we have ourselves an ideal gameplay here. We have 3 here, we have 3 here, we have 2 here. An ideal system, you have what? The colors to be balancing. A color wins, it slags, it wins, it slags. You don't want any color just what? Dominating the entire screen. You understand? As I stated, I expect blue to dominate the screen, but with 3s, with 4s, with 2s, with 3s, with 2s, with 4s, you understand? Not just 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, win every single draw. If once blue starts winning every single draw, it starts going into the phase of exhaustion, as I showed you here. It starts going into the phase. So there must be that bridge whereby the color fails. But the failing can actually be a 2 plus. It does not necessarily mean that it would not give you a 2 plus. It just what? Cuts that connection for a winning streak. Once it does that, it refreshes and it's set to continue. So very important you what? Get to note that. So this is it now. We have what? 1, 2 win. Here it gave us only 2. So the winning streak has been cut. You gave us another one right about here, and we continue on it. Now we have ourselves what? Another 2. Are you seeing the setting here now? So we are getting to understand the setting. You have 3, you have 3, you have 2, you have what? 3, you have 2. It can continue like this for the next 5 draws. Blue will give you a 2 plus 10 over 10, but you will not get a winning streak of up to 10 times. So you are playing a safe game on the what? On a winning streak, but a decent gameplay will be available for a 2 plus. So this is it right now. Looking at this current situation, you can see that blue now has flipped what? The color green. We have further confluence with what? The color draw. Red should keep on dropping from 36 is on 34, and it's still what? Set to drop. We had the red actually win here, but one major thing is the fact that the safest bet to go on now is the color what? Blue 2 plus. So we have 3 now. So look at this now. We have a bridge here. 3, 3, it gave us 2. bridge there, 3, he bridged there, 3. So you understand? 6 games now, we've got to what? 4 times blue appeared what? Up to 3 times in a row. Then twice it has given us 2+. So there is no winning streak here. It's just maximum streak, single streak. So maximum streak only is 2 times in a row. So that whole 11 times all-time streak is not here. That means we can still get ourselves what? Quite a decent gameplay. Why the color blue what? Gets to dominate the entire screen. As you can see, we are having some level of dominance on the color blue right now, and we continue on it. So this is actually the ideal system to play for BET9JA, the ideal statistics setup. The major thing is you don't want to be too early. That is the truth. You don't want to what? To be too early. If you are too early, you get yourself what? A bad gameplay. Like a few minutes back, we saw this 1, 2, 3 here. As I stated, this is the impact of over momentum number 1 and flip number 2. Impact of over momentum and flip. At this period, blue was what? Trying to flip out the color green. And also what? We're having over momentum and blue, the setups that pass below, whereby blue won 4 times in a row. So whenever you have a situation like that, you need a bridge. You need what? That particular bridge of the occurrence, whereby this stops for a time and it continues. So let's get on to that now. We're having what? Blue currently decorate the screen, a good one. So we still got ourselves another blue. As I stated to you, this is the ideal situation. If you can learn this setup, even if you play once a day, get this, even if you see it once a day and you stake it, you are 99.99% sure that if you do not enter too early, you will win this gameplay. And as I stated, blue has what? Room for up to 2 flips. You understand? So it has room for up to 2 flips. There's something I call a double flip. A double flip is actually a period whereby you have to go in now to what? Cut that system. You have to stop the gameplay. So we have what? First flip here, green is out. Second flip is going to be targeting red. I'm not going to allow the flip on red, no. But once we have something like, let's say 30 to 30, yes, I can stop my gameplay for blue. So you understand what I'm saying? I will not allow a flip. I can even allow a difference of 1, possibly. As we have 26 to 33, that's a difference of 7. Let's say red at this point now keeps on what? Dropping. It drops as low as what? 31. Let's say at 31, blue is at 30. I stop my gameplay. I won't even wait for the flip to be on the safer side. You understand? But the first flip is out, which is blue flipping green. Good and fine. Confluence of what? Green. Thank you for that. We now have what? Red 36, 35, 34, 33. So I will keep on blue 2+ up until what? Few minutes time, you see what. So this is it now. Let's check out the last okay, let this draw appear. Let's see what we have. So we have what? Blue skipping this draw. Good and fine. Let's check out the last 10 draws here. We have blue 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, 3, 2, 4 and 2. Can you see what I'm saying? 9 out of 10. This is how this what? System works. So this, as I stated to you, is the ideal gameplay. You have what? Room for 2 things. Number 1, a flip and confirmation. Number 2, a room for double flips. Though I don't like to wait out for double flips, I go out before what? A double flip. So all you have to do is whenever you see this situation, watch out for confirmation when to start your gameplay. Once you start your gameplay, you follow it up, and then what? You know when to actually end it. Now I'm still on this gameplay. Let's watch this out now. We have what? 100 draws. So 27 to 32. Now from a difference of 7, which was what? 33 to 26. Now we are getting closer. Difference of 5 now. That's how I'll keep on blue 2+ up until we get something like 30 to 29 or 31 to 30. You understand? Then I stop my blue 2+. So I'll actually have to also update them on the group on when to what? Stop. So I'll have to update them on when to also what? Stop the gameplay. So for now, we started up this gameplay at when? ID 343 right here, and we are currently at what? ID 368. So up to 22 draws now, and there is still what? Continuation. We are not going to stop up until what? We have a room for a double flip. So That's it right about here. So 100 draws, this is what? 32, 27, and what? 25. So the color draw made it now to the lower band. We continue on this gameplay up until what? There is room for a double flip. So that's it. Earlier on, as seen, we started up the gameplay with high dominance. We went into what? A cold period. Immediately we saw what? 9 out of 10 from the color blue. You don't need to play this for up to 1 hour. You don't need to play this for up to 2 hours. Once you have that 20 minutes gameplay or so, that's it. But majorly that double flip. So the expectation is don't get yourself what? Exceeded on a double flip. Double flip is much more like stop this gameplay and live with your winnings before it's too late. Because most of the time getting a triple flip is always very impossible, majorly when you have what? The fact that you had a lower range here. Hence the availability, max availability for a flip was just green and red. So you don't want to find yourself in that situation. So avoiding a double flip is actually going to be the best situation right about here. Let's get in now on the settings. We are still on the gameplay. We had ourselves a good gameplay, 9 out of 10 from ID 61 to ID 70. So for a long time we only lost ID 70. So from ID 61 to ID 70 we only lost ID 70. The rest were a good gameplay. The color blue is actually what? Best option to go in right about now. So blue has actually started dropping dominance. Let's see what green did right now. Okay, so now we are waiting to what? Want to reflip the color green. We make a flip confirmation, and after that what? You leave the gameplay. Now most of the time whereby we have a flip and the color wants to reflip like this, we have to end the gameplay. What we should be targeting for a flip is the color what? Red. So for us to have what? A need to flip back on green, it's high time we cut the gameplay. So once I get a recovery on the color blue, I'll be ending this gameplay. So we've actually gotten what? The recovery right about here. So looking at this now, we have what? A 26. I don't like reflips. I don't like it. Whenever I say reflip on a setup that should be going in for a double flip, I end the gameplay. So I've given out the announcement on my group here. Stop gameplay at the what? ID 373. So we started up from 343 and we went as high as what? 373. That's 30 draws played in total, and we won a total of let's say 22 or 23 out of what? 30. So that's a good one there, and we'll be stopping this gameplay. The availability of a reflip, I don't like it. I don't like after a flip going in for a second flip you have to go back to want to reflip that color. Not at all. Now you see the color blue, 2 plus here, green failed and red appeared. Now this could be a continuity. What I mean by continuity, before you know 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, though we have this lower band, this drop from higher band, these two on a flip situation, so we can actually still have what? The color blue reflip the color what? Green. But you don't want to risk it, majorly now that you can see red actually being more dominant. So 34 right now, yes, 34 right now, you don't want to risk it. Red can pick pace now, win 3 times in a row, because currently now we have what? 1, 2. Red can still win the next gameplay, you understand? Though we have blue doing much more decent than the color green because it's actually its error. But the fact that we had what? To drop for a lower flip and a reflip setting, no, I would not be continuing on the gameplay. Now let's watch out for the next gameplay. These kind of situations are the kind of one whereby you see the color red win 3 draws or give you 2 winnings and get 3-3 draw. So red is still the one in charge right here. So you can see this out right now. We have what? Color green appear here, blue failed. So that reflip, I don't want it, and that will be the end of this gameplay here. So a very good one, and this is actually what I call the ideal gameplay for BET9JA. You have 2 things in mind. Number 1, make sure that your entry is at the right time, coordinated and precise. Number 2, you want to target double flips. But in the case that you get a flip and you get reflip, like you can see right about here, you don't want to continue. Don't even bother. Don't try to continue. The ideal situation is as this flipped this, you should start looking into what target the color red, not the opposite direction. So very important you know this. Though point of confluence stands with the fact that we have what the color draw. That was the reason why I actually started up the gameplay, and as I stated, this is the ideal situation for a gameplay. In the next few minutes you see draw will decorate the entire screen. So blue 2+ is still what quite decent, but as I stated, you don't want to risk it. If you've made a good amount of gameplays, live with your winnings, rather than having to risk this. But in a few minutes time, the color draw is actually going to decorate the entire screen. We already have a draw here: 2 blue, 2 red, 2 green, a lower band situation and a pre-higher band situation. So the color draw is actually going to dominate in quite some time. So that will be all for now, and I'll be ending this video right about here.